Hello. Welcome to my channel. It's your girl Sallyson. So today I'm going to talk about self-development. What is self-development? Basically, we find ourselves in a very agile world where there's constant development, there's constant technological advancement. And if you are not learning and if you are not upgrading in all areas of your life to be continuously valuable, you could easily be redundant. Now, I'm sure you've all heard of the phrase, change is the only constant. That means we as individuals must also work on changing, but of course, changing for the best. So I'm here to give you 5 tips, and basically that is going to serve as the key areas that I'm going to develop in the other weeks to break down in details to help you on your self-development journey. So the first one is you need to have your goal. You need to have a clear vision. You need to have a clear target. You need to know what your end game is. Why do you want to self-develop? Which area of your life do you want to self-develop? Is it on your academics? Is it your career? Is it on physical development? Is it mental development, psychological development, emotional development? You need to clearly define which area of your life you want to develop, and based on that, you're able to set clear targets and clear goals in order to work on them and to develop them. And of course, the second point is you need to make sure you are not the smartest person in the room. As the saying goes, show me your friends and I'll show you your character. Once you know which area you want to develop, you make friends that are already there, developed in those areas, smarter than you in those areas, and make sure that you spend more time with those friends because they are going to motivate you. They're going to keep you up to your toes. They're going to challenge you, and they're going to help you to develop in those areas that you seek to develop. If you are the smartest person in the room, in the areas that you want to develop, I'm sorry, but you're joking. You ain't gonna get anything out of that. So just make sure that whichever area you seek to develop, you have friends that are already there that can challenge you to get to those areas. Now, the third point is read a lot of self-development books. Education. Knowledge. I cannot emphasize on that enough. You need to make sure that you are studying the lives of those who have already developed in the areas that you want to develop, that you're reading books on people who've already achieved the things you want to achieve. It's just like when you're planning a holiday. You don't just get up, pack your bag, and just go without going on TripAdvisor or going on Google or checking or asking friends who've been there. Normally, you do your research before you go on a trip to a new country, to a new location. Why do you do that? Because you don't want to make the same mistakes other people make. Because you want to make sure that when you go, you're efficient on your trip, you enjoy the best places, you visit the nice sites, you're cost effective, and you don't get ripped off. It's the same thing on self-development. If you have your clear vision on areas that you want to develop, you study the lives of those who have already developed it to make your journey even faster. And of course, there's so much useful content out there. Unless you're lazy, you cannot say that you don't have enough content on self-development. All you need is to make sure you know clearly which area you want to develop and read about it. Now, the fourth point is do not compare yourself with others. The only competitor you should have is yourself. You need to think of how can I be better in this particular area today, tomorrow, in the years to come? How can I improve myself and not be stagnant? How can I be valuable at my workplace? How can I be valuable to my family? How can I be valuable to my friends and colleagues? You need to make sure that your competition is you and not your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your colleagues, your friends, because you all have different timelines. We all have a different book and different scripts that we have to play in this world. So comparing yourself to others is self-destructive. You are only hurting yourself because you don't have the same path, you don't have the same experiences, you don't have the same capacity. So make sure that you compare yourself to you and not to anyone else. And the fifth point is make sure that you exercise self-discipline, because it's pointless setting a goal and it's pointless being with people who are smarter than you to learn all that you can from them, and it's pointless going on YouTube, reading books, watching different documentaries and stuff on areas that can help you develop, and it's pointless challenging yourself to be 1% better each time and not take the actions needed and not be disciplined and to constantly procrastinate and to constantly give excuses. So make sure that you exercise that self-discipline, because that is the main key to actually achieving whatever goals, targets you define on your self-development journey. So that's all for today. If you like it, don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe. Remember, the goal is to be 1% better every single day. Challenge yourself. Don't give up. You got this. And remember, the only thing stopping you is yourself. There is no limitation. There is no boundaries. You can achieve everything if you put your mind to it and if you take the actions needed. So next week, I'm going to talk about goal setting, how to define your clear targets, your clear goals for self-development, which area of your life you need to prioritize, how to set your timeline for those actions or those targets on your self-development journey. So stay tuned for next week's video. So just to recap the 5 key points before I wrap up. The first point is have a clear target or goal on the area that you want to self-develop. The second point is make sure you are not the smartest person in the room. Look for people who've already achieved what you want as target and learn from them. 3, make sure you read a lot of books, watch documentaries, whatever channel you can to help you develop. Focus on learning from those channels. There are a lot of self-made books out there, so make sure you read a lot because education is key. The fourth point is make sure you challenge yourself. Do not compare yourself to others, only compare yourself to you. Challenge yourself. And the fifth point is self-discipline, the key to achieving all that you plan. That's all for today. I hope you got value from this video and this training. Stay tuned for next week's session. And without much ado, I say Biddy Bam, your girl Sallyson. I'm out.